Oh, well, they can still run around. They can still do this.
Got your 6.
Bruh.
I was such a fucking idiot. I'm so fucking stupid. Well, as you can tell, my infected games haven't been going too well because I'm an idiot. What's going on, guys? Kando here, back with another video. What we're going to be doing is talking about the best hiding spots slash camping spots for infected in Modern Warfare. I think there's about 4 maps you can play on, and I have 2 spots per map. So if you guys do enjoy the video, please remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I do want to remind you guys I'm doing that Nick 2 or Nick Toe operator skin giveaway. I think he comes out actually tomorrow or next Tuesday, so if you guys want to win that giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down in the comment section below why you deserve the Nick 2 skin. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first map is either Anaya or Anaya Palace. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but you're going to see on screen if you want to pause it right there. That's where you want to be on the map right there. It's this little area. It's kind of a construction building. There's only 2 areas that they can come from. You can get throwing knife from this window, but you have a really good vantage point. As you can see, my shot's absolutely butt. But, you know, it is a P90 at range. There's 2 chances of them coming to get you. It's up the stairs originally where I showed you, where I came up from, and then this little area right here, this back door. If you put a barricade, if you live long enough and you're able to put a barricade up, it's a really good spot. The only way they can get you is through the throwing knife, or if they ride the, you know, 4-wheeler in there like he just did right there. Unfortunately, I joined the game late, so there was already 14 zombies, or 12 or 13 zombies, so we didn't get to actually camp for very long and show you guys. The next part is right here near the gas station on the same exact map. I'm going to show you that there's this little alleyway right here. You climb up these barrels, climb up the tires, climb up this little scaffolding, and then you're going to see that there's a claymore spot right here. There's also a good claymore spot right here too, just in case if you guys didn't know. Right here, you're going to see that everyone's camping up here. I'm going to point it out on the mini map right here. It's really, really simple, especially if you have the snipers. It's really, really good. The vantage point's very clean. You can't really get hit otherwise from a throwing knife. So, you know, throwing knives people do get lucky with the throwing knives. But if you have a barricade, you shouldn't really get hit unless they hit you in the head or the chest. So they have a very minuscule chance of actually hitting you. I don't really do it justice because I'm missing a bunch of shots because these zombies are really fast. But yeah, it's a really good spot because there's only one way that they can get up, and that's from that area right there. So as long as you know, kind of move and you don't stay stationary and you don't, you know, get hit by a throwing knife, you should be fine. As you can see, there's only one area that they can get up from, so it's a really good spot, just as long as you don't get throwing knife like I've mentioned a couple of times. So let's go ahead and get on to the next spot. So this next spot is actually on my favorite map in any Call of Duty, is Crash. You're going to see I have it on the mini map right here. You guys should probably know the map by now. Third story is probably the best at camping because right here at the stairway, you can actually put barricades down, and these zombies take a very long time to destroy them, and it also takes a very long time to jump over them. They also only have 2 chances to get you, and that's from the ladder, and they can't throw the throwing knives from the ladder when you have the barricade in front of it, and the other chance is obviously running through right here, but the barricade should protect you, and you can only get throwing knives. You can't get knife through it, so that's perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and go to the next spot on Crash. So this next spot isn't that great, but it's pretty good if you have a bunch of people. You sit in this back area right here, and you have a bunch of barricades. I've seen it done. You can only really do this with like 4 or 5 people back here because the 4 barricades really kind of make a wall, and you can actually survive for a decent amount of time. So that's really important. So if you have like a 4 or 5 man party, then I would recommend that spot over the 3rd story spot. But if you're solo or duo, I'd probably recommend the 3rd story spot. So actually for a Zaire or a Zir cave, there's 3 spots. This spot is very, very common, probably the most common. That red building's pretty common too, but that's not really a spot. Usually there's 4 spots for this map, but 3 are really power spots. So you have this spot right here in the back of the map where you could put up the barricades where most people camp because you can't really get hit anywhere from like knives or anything like that besides the throwing knives. And then the other spot is where this kid is climbing up the ladder right there. You climb up that ladder and they can only get you from one way. I'm going to show you on the mini-map. This is where you want to be in this back area. That's exactly where it is. And then this second spot right here is relatively easy to get to. It's literally like if you're showing that other spot, you go straight into the left, and this building is right here. They can't get you from anywhere besides the ladder, so that's why that kid has the barricade right there, because he can put the barricade up on his back, and you can only come up from the ladder. And if I block the ladder like that, they can't throwing knife me very easily. So this is where you want to be on the map. It's very, very good. It's a very, very easy and simple spot. So this is a really simple spot. The next one is my favorite on this map, so let's go check that one out. So this next spot is on the exact opposite side of the map as you see on the mini map. You want to climb up this ladder. You could put a claymore down. I think I actually pick up my claymore and put it back down there. But you're going to see that this is a very good spot because they can only get you from one way, and that's obviously from the ladder with a knife, obviously. You're going to see I'm the last one alive, and this is when I go absolutely off right here. I think I get like 8 kills, and I'm the last one alive. And this works really, really well if you have like 4 or 5 people sitting up here and watching the areas. This is just me manning it down alone because I'm the last one alive, and you can see I actually get like 8 kills before I die. I get a quad feed. I think I actually get 2 quad feeds. So this is a really, really good spot if you want fast and easy kills, especially if you're, you know, the bottom 4 people. They're going to keep rushing you, and this is easy and simple kills and XP. As you can see, I absolutely destroyed those kids. So let's go ahead and get on to the next spot. So we're playing on Euphrates or Euphrates Bridge. I don't know how to pronounce that at all. I'm just going to call it the bridge map. You guys should know it by now. It's a 10v10 map. So I actually got lucky enough to spawn in the area that you want to be in. I put a claymore here because if they walk past it, you can actually blow them up with that car. But this is the area that you want to be in. There's actually 2 spots you can be in, either this one or the bridge. But the bridge, in my opinion, isn't a great spot. It's not a top spot because you can actually get hit from 6 different angles. I think it's actually 4 different angles, but it's close enough. With this, you only get hit from 2. You get hit down from mid-street or the side street. So these are the 2 areas that you can actually get hit from, especially if you have a barricade like I have up. You cannot get hit from throwing knives if you have the barricade on and, you know, you're just peeking your head. The odds of you getting hit in your head are very, very slim. As you can see, all those kids on the bridge are already dying. I actually survived essentially until the end. I think I'm like the final 4 people. So this spot is really, really good, especially if you're playing with friends. If you have like a 3 or 4 man party, like I mentioned, you could just build a barricade wall and then just sit behind it and just absolutely destroy, like I've been mentioning. The barricades are very, very, very important. Especially when it comes to playing in a party because, you know, you just won't get knifed, but you do get hit with a lot of throwing knives. I've noticed, especially in Infection, well, obviously Infection because they only have their knives and throwing knives, but I never die to an actual knife. I always die to the throwing knives. Obviously, it is still a knife, but you know what I mean. I get a little ballsy here and I move up, but that's because I need scav packs because I want to stay alive as long as possible, but I do not recommend what I just did. You can see, though, all those kids on the bridge died. I really don't like the bridge spot. I know a couple of people have gotten infected infected nukes from going on the bridge, but I personally don't like the bridge. See that guy right there? He actually got hit by my claymore, but for some reason he didn't die. The guy killed him before he died. So this area is really, really good. Like I mentioned, you have 4 people here and you just sit back and you just gun them down. I think I get on like a 10 or an 11 kill streak here, and I could have probably went for a lot more, but I got a little greedy and I pushed up and got throwing knives, so that's on me. But hey, what can you do? It's in the game, right? But yeah, you see that guy to my left, he actually pushes up and he ends up dying. And I cut the video because of it, just because that guy actually screwed me. So he ends up dying and his barricade ends up dying. And what ends up happening is I'm stuck with 1 barricade and I'm in the back of the map. So it really does have to do with a lot of teamwork, especially if you're playing in a party. You see that guy's barricade just died. And it's really important to have these barricades because the throwing knives are very, 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 very lethal because obviously it's a one-hit kill. With this guy up the street, he ends up throwing knifing me. Throwing knifing? I don't know. I can't speak English, I guess. The final spots are on Arklov Peak. I say spots, but it's really only 1 spot. It's near the church you're going to see on screen right here. So what makes it the best spot is because you have the longest line of sight you're going to see on screen. You have this little area where they can't really throwing knife you that well because 1, they're on an angle, and 2, there's this little, I guess you can say, you know, miniature graveyard in front of you. So the areas that they can come from are church, which is right there. You see that guy, I absolutely mow him down. He doesn't know what hit him. And then you can come from top mid, or you can come from the right side of spawn near the windmill. And the reason why it's such a good spot is because when you get your barricade, which you'll see in a couple seconds I end up earning, you can put the barricade down at docks, and you saw in the beginning of the video I tried to jump across. You can't jump across, and if you try to jump across, you actually end up dying. So the only way you can get them is through throwing knifing them, or actually, you know, trying to jump over the barricade. But with the AK, you're just going to mow them down if they even get close to the barricade. So this is a really, really good spot. The only thing is there was only 5 people alive, and I think there was 3 kids in the game, so I got really unlucky with that. But I think these spots aren't just good for getting, you know, high kills, but it's also good for surviving, and you actually earn XP through surviving as well. So these spots are just all in all a really good way to get XP, get kills, survive longer, and just have a better gaming experience because you're actually going to be able to play the game as the survivors instead of the infected, because I hate playing as the infected. It's the absolute worst. So you're going to see I absolutely do a brain dead move right here, and I jump over the barricade, turn too fast, and I actually fall off. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. My name's Kando. I love you guys, and I'm out. Peace.